Have you ever questioned why society values material wealth and status above all else? We live in a world where success is often equated with luxury cars, designer clothes, and opulent homes. But what if there was a different way to view success and fulfillment? A perspective that challenges the importance placed on material possessions and societal recognition. Let us dive into the philosophy of cynicism, a school of thought that dared to challenge these norms. The story of cynicism begins with Diogenes of Sinope, a philosopher who dared to live differently. In a world where societal norms and materialism were highly valued, Diogenes dared to challenge the status quo. His philosophy was radical and unconventional. It was centered on the rejection of these norms and the pursuit of a simple, self-sufficient life. He believed that true freedom was found not in wealth or societal acceptance, but in being true to oneself and living in harmony with nature. He shunned material possessions, opting instead for a minimalist existence that allowed him to focus on personal growth and introspection. This radical lifestyle was not without its critics, but to Diogenes and his followers, it was the embodiment of their philosophical principles. Diogenes and his followers, known as cynics, lived self-sufficiently and close to nature, valuing personal fulfillment over societal measures of success. The Cynics adopted a lifestyle that was a direct reflection of their philosophical principles. Diogenes and his followers, known as the Cynics, chose a minimalist existence, shunning materialism and technology. This was not out of necessity, but rather a conscious decision to reject the societal norms. They found value not in the accumulation of possessions, but in the richness of experiences and the pursuit of wisdom. Their lifestyle was one of wandering, of being perpetually on the move. Their home was wherever they laid their heads. This nomadic existence was a testament to their rejection of societal constraints. They sought to live unburdened by the expectations of others, free to roam, to think, to philosophize. This was an existence stripped of all excess, a life distilled down to the bare essentials. They found freedom in simplicity. The trappings of wealth and status held no allure for them. Instead, they sought fulfillment in personal growth and introspection, in the pursuit of a meaningful existence. Living in such a manner, they were free from the pressures to conform, to measure up to the societal yardstick of success. This was a life lived on their own terms, a life where personal satisfaction took precedence over societal approval. By choosing a life of simplicity and independence, the Cynics demonstrated their commitment to their philosophical beliefs. Their lifestyle was the embodiment of their quest for freedom and personal fulfillment. Their commitment to simplicity and independence demonstrated their pursuit of a meaningful life. Diogenes was known for his unconventional and provocative actions. This ancient philosopher didn't just talk about his beliefs, he lived them, and often in the most audacious ways imaginable. Diogenes was unafraid to challenge societal norms, using his behavior as a living demonstration of his philosophical principles. His antics were not just for show, but a deliberate effort to defy the conventional. He teased passers-by, openly criticized those in power, and even mocked the revered philosophers of his time. These actions were a bold statement, a critique of what he saw as the superficiality and hypocrisy of societal values. For instance, he is famously known to have wandered Athens in broad daylight with a lit lamp. When asked why, he replied he was searching for an honest man. This was not just a provocative act, but a critique of what he saw as a society lost in darkness, unable to see its own failings. His defiance didn't stop at individuals, but extended to institutions. He openly criticized the games at Isthmus, a revered cultural event, calling them a meaningless spectacle. Such public acts of defiance were unheard of, yet Diogenes stood by his beliefs, unafraid of societal backlash. These actions were not just symbolic, they were a bold rejection of the established order. His consistent and unapologetic behavior earned him the epithet Kion, or barking dog, a testament to his rebellious and outspoken nature. Diogenes' actions were a statement about the superficiality of societal values, earning him the epithet Kion, or barking dog. The philosophy of cynicism had a profound and enduring influence throughout history. It's a philosophy that has spanned approximately 9 centuries, a testament to its enduring relevance and appeal. Admirers like Rousseau and Nietzsche found inspiration in the Cynics' audacious rejection of societal conventions. They saw in it a call to live authentically, unburdened by the dictates of the status quo. They recognized the value of questioning, of seeking truth beyond the superficial. This philosophy also found resonance with various historical movements. Take, for instance, the countercultural wave of the 60s. This was a time of profound societal change, a time when many began to question the established norms and seek alternative paths. The Cynics' philosophy of questioning and carving one's own path aligned perfectly with this zeitgeist, echoing their calls for individual freedom and authenticity, and it didn't stop there. The influence of cynicism extends to subsequent generations of free thinkers, those who dare to challenge prevailing views and propose alternative perspectives. It's a philosophy that continues to inspire, to provoke thought, and encourage critical evaluation of our societal constructs. Indeed, while interpretations of cynicism may have evolved over the centuries, its core idea remains timeless. The philosophy's enduring influence is a testament to the power of questioning, of challenging the status quo. The core idea of challenging established norms and seeking alternative paths has resonated with many even today. A fundamental aspect of Diogenes' philosophy was the encouragement to question conventional views. It was not a casual suggestion, but a call to arms. To Diogenes, examining the societal norms we often take for granted was a cornerstone of personal freedom. He asked us to question, to scrutinize, and most importantly, to think. In the cacophony of the world, it's easy to follow the crowd. But Diogenes challenged us to step back, to consider whether the path we're on is truly ours, or simply one we've been told to follow. He emphasized that thoughtful consideration is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's about understanding the reasons behind our choices, the values that guide our actions. The goal wasn't to create chaos, but to foster introspection, to prompt us to ask ourselves, why do I believe what I believe? Why do I live as I live? By urging individuals to evaluate their values, Diogenes sought to liberate them from the constraints of societal expectations.